morning, guys. It's Sunday morning, and I got nothing to do. I got no cars to work on. I just had my coffee, and last night I was thinking about it. As you know, guys, I'm pretty fascinating with the Labscopes. And the other day I was on the way home, and I'm driving the car, and somebody pulls in front of me, and I honk my horn, and guy flipped me off, whatever. So. And it gets me to my attention, and I'm thinking, how long does it take from the moment I press the switch to the moment actually the horn blows? Okay, so I'm thinking, is it possible to measure that time, and is the Labscope fast enough to capture all those moments as we press the switch? So what I did, I got a whole bunch of wires laying around, and I'm gonna use my Varus, and I'm gonna show you the diagram. I'm gonna have 4 channels, and we're gonna measure 4 different voltages as they're happening during that moment. So and again, I guess it's gonna be probably useless video, but I just got nothing better to do, so I'm gonna do it anyway. So I'm kind of excited to see the comments from you guys. But sometimes when we do things, and we just do it every day, but we don't really understand how awesome these machines are and how much they can do. So let's go to the diagram, and I'll show you all the setup on my Labscope, and then we're going to do some tests. Okay, so here's the diagram here. So so what we have is there's my horn. This is my switch inside the steering wheel. Okay, this horn is actually controlled by the relay, by a body control module. Okay, so the way it works, this body control module sends 5-volt signal to the switch. The switch is grounded. Okay, when you press the switch on your steering wheel, on your horn switch, this signal is going to be pulled down to 0. Okay, so when the body control module receives the 0 volts, that is basically your command to a body control module to activate the rest of the circuit. Now we have a horn relay. Okay, you can see now there is a control side and the load side of the relay. That's fuse number 8 feeds the control side and the load side of the relay. Now the body control module will energize the relay by sending a ground to a control side. Then once the magnetic field is built up, it's gonna flip this mechanical switch inside the relay. This is a relay. This you guys know when you press something and the relay clicks. That's what's happening inside of this little guy. So once the mechanical switch is closed, it'll give the power to my horn, and the horn is grounded all the time. So what I did, I disconnected my horn, and I put it here, and it's just my my switch now. It's I put my light bulb. So basically, I just have a long cable all the way around, and to get and got it connected to my horn connector. Okay, so let me just I'm gonna show you right now. I'm pressing my steering wheel. See that? And you can see my lights light up. Okay, so down here. This is my red and black wire. This is my control, and basically, comes from the switch and into this body control module. So this is the signal. So this is the signal that it's received from the switch that gets into the body control module. Now down here, this is my relay. I made this little gadget. This is really cool. I'm gonna leave the link in the description. I made a video how to make it and how to test it. So basically, what I have here, I have a let's see if I can get my light in a position. So this red wire, okay, that's going to be my control side of the relay. This is when my body control module is going to give the ground. Okay, now this blue wire here, that's my ground, load side of the relay, and this is where this is actually one that's going to my horn, basically. Okay, so this will give the power. This will give the power to my horn. This is when the mechanical switch inside the relay closes and gives the power to this side of the relay, and then goes to horn. So let's see on my. So I got everything connected here, and I had to. I see right now because my leads are too short. I had to extend in my leads, but this is basically what we're going to have here. The yellow is going to be the control side of my relay, yellow channel. The green channel is going to be the load side of the relay. The blue channel is going to be my horn, and the red channel is going to be the switch or command to my body control module to turn the relay on. And so basically it's all just on the setting is pretty much the same for almost every channel. I have the only difference on my control, because this is a 5 volt, if you can see here, actually there you go. Now actually it's fluctuating between 4 and 5 volts. This is the voltage that's sent from the body control module to the switch. Okay, so I have everything of 5 milliseconds, and I have red channel on 10 volts, and all of the channels are going to be on 20 volt setting. Okay, that's pretty simple. So, but let's. I'm going to get my camera on the tripod, and then we'll do this. Okay, so the point of this video I want to make is just to understand how capable these Labscopes are. How can these machines capture all this time? It's just amazing. So let me get you down again to my. So this is my light bulb, okay, basically my horn. So what I did, I disconnect the horn, and I had my cables here, my jumper cables, and I got it all the way up to here, so we can see. Okay, so we're gonna capture that little moment, and we're gonna dissect it, and I'll talk about that. Okay, let me zoom you in. So my time base, it's at 5 milliseconds. Okay, so now you can see actually there's the red trace, and I turn the key on, it's at 5 volts. Okay, so let's do. So yellow is going to be the control side of the relay. So relay receives at 12 volts. Okay, it gets 12 volts. It's going to be grounded by the body control module. The area is going to get energized. The blue trace will receive. So now it's at 0 volts, because that's the ground from my horn. So this is going to go up to 12 volts once it gets the power. And the red switch, the red's going to. This is the command. This once we pushes the switch on the steering wheel, this signal is going to go down to 0, and that's going to be the command for the body control module to activate the relay. Okay. Let me do this real quick. Okay. I'm not sure if I captured or not. Let's do it again. Okay, that should work. I'm going to zoom in. See if I got anything or not. I should. Huh? Guess I was too late. Let's do it again. There you go, we got it. Okay, so again, what we see here is basically go down. So the whole event. Let's just start from this control here. So let's go all the way back. The whole event took 437 milliseconds. So just a moment when the light lit up, it was 437 milliseconds. So let's go here. So first we see the red trace here. Okay, so as I said, this is a 5-volt signal from the body control module. Let me turn that. Get the key out. Sorry. So, what do we see here? This is the 5 volts reference voltage from the body control module. This is the moment when I press my switch. So you can see my signal went down to 0. So this is the moment that I send a command to my body control module to activate my relay to turn the horn on. Okay. So we can measure now how long it took for body control module to react to this signal. So I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm going to trace number 2 right there. It took 113 milliseconds. Okay. I think this is close enough, I guess. There you go. It took 109 milliseconds for body control module to recognize this signal. Okay, from me commanding the horn, sending the command to body control module to turn the relay on. Okay, so that's that time. So this is how fast the Labscope is. I mean, it can capture all these details. Okay, now we can measure. The next we measure a time when the body control module energized the ground control side of the relay. Now we're building up the electromagnetic field, and now we can measure the time, how long it took from actually applying the power to control side by the time the mechanical switch inside the relay actually turned on. That's a little click that happens inside the relay. We're going to look at that right now. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit. I'm going to go here. Okay. Let's see. All right. I'm going a little bit more. Okay. So now this is this is where the 5 volts went down to 0. Now I'm zoomed in, and now here's the moment when body control module start to energizing send the power, basically send the ground to power up the control side of the relay. Okay, right in here we can see that on the yellow trace. So I'm gonna move one cursor to a yellow trace. Okay, so from this point now we are the control side of the relay is energized. We're building up the magnetic field inside the relay, but magnetic field is not strong enough to flip that switch inside the relay to send the power to send the power to our horn on our power side of the relay. Okay, so now from this moment to this moment here, that's how long it took for relay to build up enough magnetic field, so we can measure that as well. So it took 4.9 milliseconds. Took 4.9 milliseconds. That little click that you hear inside the relay, there was something that was happening before that click happens. So the click is right in here. Okay, this is where the click happens. But right where we have this, so we are building up magnetic field enough to overcome the tension on that mechanical switch to close that switch and to send the power on the load side of the relay. Now we can actually even go further. We can actually dissect this part here to see what is happening when the switch is closing. So let me do that. And now we see here, this is the moment when you can actually see the little arcing on the switch. That's what that is actually. You can see there's a voltage drop taking place, and from the moment then the switch was starting to close, see it's here, and looks like when the horn actually got the full power, it's right in here, and that was 0.85 milliseconds. So this is how fast the Labscope is. So that little flash you could see on my light bulb when we turn the horn on, this all we can dissect it and see that on the Labscope. That is just amazing how fast these machines are. Sometimes, you know, we do things and you don't even think about it, but how they could design these machines that they could process the changes in voltages in microseconds, that's just incredible to me. I can't think of it. I mean, I can't understand how all that is designed. So, but okay, this is what I wanted to show you guys. So I'm not sure if some of you are going to like it or not, but my point here is just to understand how capable these machines are. When we talking about milliseconds, and we don't really think about it until we kind of just look at the little flash on the light bulb, and we stretch that out on our monitor, and we can actually understand and see what is happening. It seems like the longest time it took is actually for the signal, for the body control module. It was like over 100 milliseconds, I believe, actually, let me measure real quick again. There was the, everything that happens in a 106 milliseconds it took from body control module, once they received the signal, to process everything and then energize, to send the ground to our control side of the relay, and then we could see the process, what was happening inside the relay itself. Once the control side was energized, how long it took to build up enough magnetic field to flip that mechanical switch inside the relay with a click over here. And then we could see how long it took for all that voltage drop as the, sometimes we can have the little, it's basically mechanical switch, it opens and closes, we can have this little build-up or carbon or something that's, causes all these dropping in all those voltage drops. And it took, I don't know, I can't remember now, but, to fully, get a full power to the horn. So all that we could dissect it and see it on the monitor. It's just amazing. So okay, guys, I hope somebody's going to enjoy this video. I just wanted to emphasize what these milliseconds actually means. What is that? I mean, it's just it's a millisecond. It's pretty fast. Okay, guys. This is it. Appreciate you watching, and please subscribe to my channel, and see you next time. Thank you. Bye.